Today on SI Sports Investigate, a battle between scientists, players, and the nation's most powerful sports league. Concussions, what the NFL knows and how long they've known it. Next on SI, League of Denial, the NFL, concussions, and the battle for truth. This podcast is funded in part by Rydell, the official helmet of the NFL. Buy your helmet from Rydell and be 31% less likely to get a concussion. And from Boston University, the official brain bank of the NFL. And from contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you. Brothers Mark Fainaru-Wada and Steve Fainaru are ESPN investigative reporters who co-authored the book, The League of Denial. League of Denial seeks to address and answer the question, what does the NFL know about concussions and how long have they known it? To do so, the brothers follow case studies of former NFL players who were often revered Hall of Famers. The players' histories, their personalities, their decline, and their death, as well as the state of their brain at their death. The authors also followed the scientists in their studies, and the brothers followed the NFL MTBI committee. Throughout the book, Fainaru and Fainaru-Wada utilize ethos, logos, and pathos to effectively communicate their point. The authors established logos throughout the book as they maintained their third-party status. The brothers were unrelated to both the NFL and the studies completed. Independently, the ESPN investigative reporters established ethos. Mark Fainaru-Wada published a New York Times bestseller about the use of steroids in professional sports. Steve Fainaru received the 2008 Pulitzer Prize for International Reporting Investigation into the U.S. military's reliance on private security contractors. The scientists' credibility is established using ethos through their backgrounds, such as their degrees, their experience, and their apparent unwaveringly strong work ethic. Although the logos in this book is easily summarized, it is one of the most important and appealing elements to League of Denial. Apart from the extensive and detailed information about concussions, their severity, their symptoms, and their care, logos appears when tying together the facts provided by scientists about concussions and brains to the case studies. For example, as a reader, one is able to follow the scientist's discovery of CTE, which stands for chronic traumatic encephalopathy, a degenerative brain disease caused by repetitive brain trauma. The reader feels as if they are discovering with the scientist that repeated concussions cause the buildup of a protein called tau, an indicator of CTE. Along with the reader's feelings of excitement and horror over this new discovery, the reader is taken on an emotional journey through pathos. As the concussion-riddled NFL football players deteriorate from their prime, physically, mentally, and emotionally, the families and friends of this player are affected too. The readers become the friends of this player, and their hearts wrench at the truth of concussions and CTE. Although I thought that my favorite parts about League of Denial would be those about concussions and the facts relating to it, I was surprised that my favorite parts were about the life of Mike Webster. I was also surprised when I learned about the dissenters' views and how one of their views changed when they became a part of the NFL committee. However, upon reading Frederick Douglass's Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass and understanding Douglass's comments on power and abuse, it made sense that the dissenters' power brainwashed him and gave him a new agenda, without him even realizing. I am also still trying to understand how one can love football and yet understand the horrors of concussions. I do not think this fight is over with, and I think there is still a lot of stigma surrounding concussions.